What's going on, YouTubers? This is Trader Lewis again with another update on this week's trades. People's been asking me to do updates on my small challenge account, so here we go. First of all, people have been asking me if I truly have a small account. As you see here, January 1st, account was open with 1274. This is January 1st, and as of today, to 2218. So within a month, almost 100% profit. But I've have to consider that I do credit spreads, so they pay me to a certain amount of money to make sure that the option that I place goes a certain directions that I want to. So if it goes a certain direction, I get to keep the full premium. So see the balance out here at the bottom is 2218 as of today, February 7th, 2020, and starting 1274.68 beginning of this year. So today's trades, so this week's trades, I played NDX, did a put credit on this trade here, on this NDX. So, and then for the NDX, I did option. So as you see, I have a precision. See, this is my precisions that I've had. This is when I open my put credit spread and my call credit spread. I will show you those, how they look. So we sold for the put side. I sold basically at 955 yesterday on the 6th.
Can you give me up like I'm late from my first class, so I can give it to you off like a first draft? Would you like a
So 955 yesterday, placed it 955 yesterday, 6, okay. It's today 955. Okay, 955 right here. The reason I took, I put a put crest on the NDX for starting on the 6th, because it failed to break this 93.57. So I had a good feeling once it broke this other support, the 93.80, I felt that it was going to continue to go higher. So that's when I put my put credit spread, the 9360. I sold the 9360 and I bought for protection the 9350. Got a credit for that trade, $3.19 with a small account. It's kind of a risky trade, but from the chart, once it broke this support, I felt comfortable that it was going to continue higher. So I collected 319 for that. And then today I put the call credit spread 1123. So right here, I thought that I had a good feeling that it wasn't gonna break 94.50 because the high, this is the high, and then NDX follows NQ futures. So yesterday NQ futures only made a high of 94.71 and it fell to break the 94.50 area. So that's the reason why I put my trade on NDX the way I did, based on the futures and Q for the Nasdaq. So that was that trade that became an iron condor, and I collected full premium for the trade. So yeah, that's basically was a trade for yesterday's. So then someone also asked me how was I able to do a snap trade with a being under the PDT rule. Keep in mind that whenever you trade under 25,000, you could only basically day trade 3 times. So my snap trade what did I have for snap? So for snap, I basically had this week's expiration, but it was a kind of a day trade, the 16.5 calls. Six and a half calls. Was there yesterday? So basically, I did a day trade yesterday. On this cost about 10 contracts, but I didn't stay for a very long time. Alright, so let's go back to chart. So this is where I bought my contracts, right here, and basically around this time here, when Snap basically was moving higher, basically it moved higher, and I took profits on 10 contracts the same day, less than 20-minute trade. Please keep in mind that this was a day trade, so basically counts as a day trade within 5 business days. So that way you're not day trading. I mean, I can't do this because obviously, as you saw, the account is not 25,000, so I can't day trade more than 3 times in 5 business days. So this is basically how my trades are. I don't really day trade. Most of them are HC vertical credit spreads. I did trade NIO 100. That is a call, basically a naked call on these trades. People kind of wondering that I just post my profits and don't put my losses. Normally with credit spreads, you basically want to stay in the green. Once it starts moving in your direction, you're basically in the green. So basically, sometimes I just close them. Like this one here, it's Apple, basically vertical credit spread. I received the credit and then I sold it again. I bought it. I bought it. So for anybody that that wants to learn how to do options and do vertical spreads, you first have to get approved by your broker to do so. You just can't do vertical credit spreads. So that was today. Uber took profits on Uber also. I had for Uber I don't have a precision here. Let's go back to my trades. It's kind of my trade log here. Says history. Okay, so this is my overall for the current open positions that I have open. Basically this is the total on the bottom. This is also my overall profit for the year. This is the stocks that I've played throughout the year. Of course, as you see, my P&L is kind of doubled since January. This is kind of inaccurate because I received credits, so once I start closing those positions, this right here is gonna come down a little. So we had over So this was my Uber decisions. I basically canceled these two. I wasn't getting filled, or I think it was I wasn't getting filled, and then I went with a market order over here. So basically on January 28 at 9:53, I opened basically a vertical credit spread, put spread. Basically, I saying that Uber was going to be, above 36.50 by the end of this contract, which was, today, Friday, February 7, 2020. And it did. It stayed above. I sold it. I basically bought it back. I think for a penny there. I only received a 20 cents for the trade. So we look down here. 28 right here. As you see this here, I received a $22 credit, puts credit, and then I sold it today over right here. Basically bought it back for 2 cents, $2. So I made $20 off of that small trade. I said the small gains, small profits, stay green. Feel free to ask any questions. Now we still have Disney, Apple, and Ulta open. Disney, let's go start with Disney first. So Disney, I have a put credit spread, the 41 strike price and 43. So I sold the 43 and bought for protection the 41. And I bought March. That went basically a few months, and this is how this trade looks so far. 43, I'm basically saying that Disney is gonna stay above 43, $143 by March 6, 2020. For this trade, only collected $1.17. So this credit spread goes in my favor. I'll basically make roughly, $100 for this trade. I don't trade every day. I do basically options. So then we have Apple. Apple kind of fell off today. So it hit the high of on pre-market 325, but it failed to break it today. It just kept selling off. Then for Apple, I bought the March 6, 2020 put credit spread also. Collected that $2.79. So by March 20, Apple's basically goes above 327.50 and stays above. I will basically collect the full premium, but I doubt that I will keep it that long. I think I could, if I could get $20, $30, or even $50, and pick a different strike price and just continue rolling it over. I think I could make more profit by doing 4 or 5 trades at a time, weekly and stuff. And then we have Ulta. I'm a little disappointed at Ulta. I am down 77 on Ulta. So basically I bought the 21st February 2020. So 2 weeks from today. This is how this trade's looking. Not very good. I basically saying that Ulta is gonna stay above 300. It got up high today at 297.34 and got to continue higher, but we'll see. I got 2 weeks for this put credit spread and see how this one goes. That's basically it for my trades for this week. Again, people were asking how I day trade. I don't day trade. Basically, I do options. I keep them for a week or two, and I go a little bit far out. Snap was one of those that it was a cheap option. I saw the chance to take it, and I took it. So what I'm looking at for next week, I will be playing NDX also. So if you guys don't know, these lines here are the Fibonacci's. I basically take the low of the previous day and the high, and mark them unless we have a new high, and then I put that as my new high. Gives me a better idea where to enter. Like I said, if NQ doesn't fall, basically 93.80, I'll basically play the same option that I played for Friday's expiration. Buy the 93.50 and sell the 93.60 and 93.50 as strikes. But we'll see what the NQ does on Sunday. We go from there. We decide what options we're gonna place. Like I said, it's a small account. I can't take 100 trades. So I have to be very, very selective on the trades. Again, this is my balance. So it's been a challenge for everybody that wants to grow a small account. Start date 1/1/20, close 74.65. Today's date 2/8/2020. Basically 22/18. I guess Thinkorswim updated the P&L because it was shown 22/18/17. So they updated it 1 a.m. That is my current balance as of this weekend. Looking forward to next week, and we'll see. Again, this is Trader Lewis signing off.